Level 1. The Discovery. It starts with a Reddit post. 3 words in the title. Free account database. You click it. It's a GitHub link. Public. Wide open. Thousands of usernames and passwords compiled from old data breaches. Sites that don't even exist anymore. Accounts that nobody's touched in years. You try one. Netflix. Username Michael_R_1987. Password Dallas 2009. It works. You sit there for a second, staring at the screen. Someone's entire watch history, their saved shows, their payment info, blurred but there. You don't use it. You close the tab, but you bookmark the GitHub link, just in case. Level 2. Curiosity becomes a habit. 3 days later, you're back. This time you try a different list, older, bigger. It's got 40,000 entries. You write a simple script, 10 lines of Python you found on Stack Overflow. It auto-fills the credentials into a site, tests them one by one. You feel like a hacker in a movie, except it's not a movie. Out of 40,000 entries, 312 still work. Spotify accounts, old gaming profiles, forgotten email addresses, a Hulu account with 4 user profiles, a kids section, and a $17.99 monthly charge still running. You don't know what to do with them, so you just hold them. A folder on your desktop, labeled MISC. Nothing suspicious, nothing illegal looking, just a folder. Level 3. The Marketplace. You find the forum by accident. Someone in a Discord server drops a link. Private board. You need an invite code. You message the guy. He sends it. Inside, it looks like eBay, except everything for sale is stolen. Streaming accounts, software licenses, old PayPal logins, educational platform subscriptions. Prices are low, disturbingly low. A working Duolingo Plus account, 50 cents. A full Adobe Creative Cloud subscription, $3. An overlooked Audible account with 14 unspent credits, $2. You realize something. The 312 accounts sitting in your folder, they're worth money. You don't post yet. You just watch. Study the format. Read the feedback threads. You learn the language. Checker ratio, capture rate, fullses, combos. This world has its own vocabulary, and you're starting to learn it. Level 4. Your first sale. You post 5 accounts. Spotify, 2 Netflixes, 1 Coursera, 1 old LinkedIn Premium still active somehow. You price them low, nervous, you're not sure anyone will buy. Within 2 hours, sold. $11.50 in your account. Crypto wallet you made with a fake email. Untraceable. Clean. $11. It's nothing, you know that, but it doesn't feel like nothing. It feels like a door opening. You post more. 20 accounts this time. They go in 6 hours. Then you post 50. You start checking the forum every morning, first thing when you wake up, before coffee, before anything. You're averaging $80 a week, then $200. The folder on your desktop gets a new name. Business. Level 5. Scaling up. Manually testing accounts is slow. You find a tool, a checker, software that hammers through credential lists at thousands of attempts per minute, rotating proxies, CAPTCHA bypasses. It looks like something built by engineers. You pay $40. You pay it. Now you're not testing hundreds of accounts, you're testing hundreds of thousands. You buy fresh combo lists, leaked credential databases, sold in bulk on Telegram channels you've been quietly lurking in for weeks. $5 for 2 million email password combinations. Your checker runs overnight. You wake up to 4,700 valid accounts. You sit at your desk in the early morning light and stare at the number, 4,700. You sort them by category: streaming, gaming, finance adjacent, software subscriptions. You make $1,100 in 4 days. You don't tell anyone. You eat dinner with your family, watch TV, act normal. But in your room, at night, the checker is still running, always running. Level 6, the deeper inventory. Some accounts are more valuable than others. You learn this slowly, then all at once. A streaming account is worth $1, but an old Amazon account with saved addresses, purchase history, and a connected gift card balance, that's worth $30. An aged eBay account with 200 positive reviews, $60, easy. An email account, especially an old Hotmail or Yahoo, can be the key to resetting every other account the person ever made. You stop skimming the surface, you go deeper. You start sorting for emails specifically, running recovery checks, mapping what accounts are connected to each address. One email from 2009 unlocks a dormant PayPal with $340 still sitting in it. You stare at the balance for a long time. This is different. You know it's different. Up until now, you were selling access, subscriptions, inconveniences. This is someone's money. You close the tab. You open it again 20 minutes later. Level 7, the money gets real. You don't touch the PayPal, not directly, but you sell the login for $90 to a buyer on the forum who doesn't ask questions, who never asks questions. It sells in 4 minutes. You make a rule for yourself. You don't think about what happens after the sale. It's not your problem. That's what you tell yourself. By month 3, you're clearing $4,000 a month. You upgrade your setup. Second monitor, better laptop, a dedicated router with a VPN running 24/7. You pay for everything in crypto. You use a name that isn't yours. Your friends notice you have more money. You tell them you're doing freelance work. What kind? They ask. Data stuff, you say. Boring. They believe you. Why wouldn't they? You look normal. You act normal. You are normal. Except for the encrypted drive sitting in your dress drawer and the 3 Telegram accounts and the forum profile with 97% positive feedback and 1,400 completed transactions. Except for all of that. Level 8, the notice. It comes on a Tuesday. A thread on the forum. Someone posting about a bust in Germany. Law enforcement had posed as buyers for 6 weeks, built a full transaction history. Then they moved. 4 people arrested. Real names, real addresses, pulled from metadata, from crypto trails that weren't as clean as they thought, from one single VPN provider that kept logs. You read the thread 3 times. Your hands are cold. You think about your setup, your VPN. Do they keep logs? You check their privacy policy. We do not log user activity. But someone in Germany read the same policy. You close the forum, log out, delete the browser history. You sit in the dark. For the first time in months, the checker is not running. Level 9, paranoia. You take 2 weeks off. During those 2 weeks, you check the news every day, twice a day, searching for keywords. Credentials stuffing arrest, account fraud bust, dark web marketplace takedown. Nothing about you, nothing nearby. You start to relax. Then you get an email. Unknown address. The subject line, I know what you're running. You don't open it. You sit with the notification on your screen for 4 hours. Then you open it. It's a buyer, an old one. They want access to a bulk list you sold 8 months ago. A bigger one. They're offering $500. They say they know what software you're using. They say they have contacts. It might be legitimate. It might be a trap. It might be both. You don't respond, but you don't delete the email either, because $500 is $500, and that's who you've become. Someone who hesitates but doesn't walk away. Level 10, the audit. One morning you decide to count. Not the money, you know the money. The accounts. Since the beginning, how many have you processed? You run the numbers from your logs. Total credentials tested, 4.2 million. Valid accounts captured, 61,000. Sold or flipped, 58,400. You look at that number, 58,400 people. They have no idea. They're going about their lives. They think their old Spotify account just stopped working.
They think their Xbox profile got glitched. They think the charge on their card was a billing error. One of them might be your neighbor. One of them might be someone you know. You close the log. You don't open it again. Level 11, the unraveling. It doesn't end with a knock at the door. Not at first. It starts smaller. Your main crypto wallet gets flagged on an exchange. A withdrawal triggers an automatic review. You'd converted too much, too fast into a pattern that looks like structuring. You can't access $6,000. You try to dispute it. You can't explain the source. You let it go. Then the forum goes dark. Just gone. Offline. No warning, no goodbye post from the admins. The Telegram channel goes quiet. People start disappearing. You make a new account on a backup forum, smaller, sketchier.
The buyers here are different, aggressive. They dispute transactions. They try to scam you. It's not like it was. The money gets harder. The risk gets higher. The returns get smaller. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a voice you've been ignoring for months gets louder. This is not sustainable. Final level, the reckoning. You think about quitting every day now, but quitting means accepting what you built, what you did, sitting alone with that. No income to justify it, no forward momentum to hide behind. So you don't quit. You just slow down. And in that slowness, you finally see it clearly. You started with a Reddit post, a GitHub link, a borrowed Netflix account that you didn't even use. And somewhere along the way, without a single dramatic moment, you became someone who processes stolen identities at scale, who sells strangers' email accounts, who reads headlines about arrests and calculates personal risk instead of feeling anything else. You didn't decide to become this. You just never decided not to. That's the thing about dangerous worlds. They don't come with an invitation. They come with a small, easy, low-risk first step, and then another, and then another, until one day you look up and you can't see where you started. You can only see how far in you are and how hard it would be to get out. The checker is still running. You haven't turned it off. You tell yourself you will. Tomorrow.